Hello, everybody. So, this is going to be a fun one. This is going to be a start. Well, it's not going to be both yes and no to the start. It's going to be something that is going to bring something later to come. And what is later to come is something beautiful. So, let's get to it. So, Deku, he is going to be, oh boy, he's going to be, if you don't know already, Dr. Fate. And if you don't know who Dr. Fate is, he is a better sorcerer than Dr. Strange. Like, let me put it this way, Dr. Strange ain't got nothing on Dr. Fate. Like, Dr. Fate, I would say, is more powerful. I don't know who won in the death battle, but I think Dr. Fate did. If not, tell me. So yeah, Dr. Fate. He is not a doctor, like the name implies, but he was a physician in comics, but basically how this is going to work is Deku is going to have the helmet of Dr. Fate, not the quirk. Anyway, so let's get started. The whole story is basically the same, but I would say that instead of the sludge villain, I'm going to say that Deku, how do I put it? That's inhaled a fart. That's not fun. Alright. So, I'm going to do, instead of, now let's go back. Let's go back to when he was, 10. I'm going to say that Deku is out camping, and I'm going to do something like what Lazy did with his magic one, but it's a lot different. You see, Deku, he's walking, and I'd say he stumbles upon a weird tower in the middle of nowhere. No one else sees this but him. So he walks into it, because he bumps into it and kind of like is in it, like phasing in it. So he goes in it, and he finds himself meeting no one. No one is there. There's just this tower. And when Deku goes in, I'd say this is when, sooner or later, like Deku, like after like 5 minutes, finds himself in Dr. Fate's home. And what he finds is a bunch of old books and one strange golden helmet. Now, what happens is Deku, he puts on the helmet. And what ends up happening is he meets Fate. He meets, he just meets Fate. And he learns all about the helmet and how it works and everything. And he learns about magic, and within it, what feels like, for him, it's only like, 5 minutes? And he's learned everything about all magic and everything about the helmet and everything, and it felt like 5 years. It was 5 years for him, but in his world, it was 5 minutes. So he's been there for like 10 minutes, and he kind of just, he goes back with the helmet because now he's connected with the helmet. He is now Dr. Fate. So what ends up happening is Deku, he goes over to the I don't know, trying to think, goes over to, I'm sorry, I'm blanking. I'm just really, I got two things in my mind at once. I got the zombie what if I'm going to be doing later. Yes, I'm going to be doing a zombie what if, but I'm probably going to do that right after this, so you guys are going to see that. Awesome. So, yeah, this is the fun part. So Deku, what's a good word? He goes back and he just goes back and he kind of brings the helmet. I'm going to say the helmet, it's kind of like under a cloaking spell, and it is able to stay with him. You know, and I'm gonna say that because how powerful this helmet is, it's amazing, really. Deku, when he is back home, he learns more about the helmet, and what feels like what is 10 minutes was 10 years from again. So he's like the mental age of what, a 30-year-old man? So he knows all there is about the helmet. He knows every square inch. He knows about how to control it. He's trained with it for 10 minutes. But in his area, it's 10 years. So, yeah, he's known everything about it. I would say that even within this, like, 10 years in his head, for, like, all the training he did, there is going to be some physical changes, because when he wakes up the next day, he's completely fucking ripped. And I would say that's like when Deku, he's like a lot taller. So I guess Inko would rub it off as, oh, it's a growth spurt. He's growing tall. Great. And I would say Bakugo is stood up by him. And Deku, he knows a bit of magic. He already knows a bit. And I would say that right around, he doesn't want to like expose himself as, having magic and saying how, hey, he's got a quirk or whatever, because it's a little too early or too late for that. So he feels like, he's gonna have it as that he has a quirk. And I'm gonna say that he does it in class, and it's kind of like a fancy, flashy kind of thing he does. What he does is he kind of, how do I put this? He kind of casts a spell under his breath and very quietly while studying. And I would say everyone starts to float. Just slowly raise up in the air. And everyone except Deku. And when the teacher turns around, he or she just, what the fuck? And they basically just see floating kids. Everybody's like freaking out because they're seeing this and they're like, what the hell's going on? And everybody's realizing, oh, crazy. Deku's awakened his quirk, everyone. Everybody's like, wow, this is such a strong quirk. And I'd say that Deku says another spell under his breath. And I would say that he gets surprised by this. He acts surprised, at least. And when he when he slams his hand down, he shoots out lightning. And this lightning, it's just magical energy. But he shoots out lightning. And it goes into the chalkboard. And it's like enough to just make a small explosion. Everybody's like, whoa! That's so cool! So everybody's like, whoa, this is like awesome. He's able to do some cool stuff. And I would say that people, like, when he goes to the quirk doctor and all that, they say he's like, well, this is a really weird thing. He has no quirk. He shouldn't have a quirk, at least. Yet he's able to use something that's like a quirk. And they don't know what's going on. So what ends up happening, Deku, is classified under anomaly. Like, he's a studied lab rat. But let's be honest, quirks are still a mystery. So they just rub it off as, oh yeah, he's just probably a new type of version. So people are thinking, okay, maybe it's like some kind of like weird anomaly. Maybe the quirkless aren't quirkless, but like a different type of people that need to activate their quirk at a certain age. So people are thinking like, oh, this is great. Like, news goes breaking out, and a lot of people get a lot of false hope. So yeah, fun. So yeah, Deku, what he does is he gets his quirk, and like what they name his quirk, because it's so cool, because he doesn't have telekinesis. He has something interesting, and people are just calling it like, this is like magic. And that's how it goes. He's got magic. He was able to explain that he can sense someone from another room, and yeah, it gets called, he has the power of magic. So yeah, I'm gonna say that's kind of like what people were calling his quirk. So I'm gonna say that Deku, for a few years until he's 15, he's a vigilante, and he has a now Fate, he has a duplication ability where he's able to duplicate himself. I would say that's like what he does on the weekends, so like he looks like he's studying and all that, when really he knows all he needs to know. And Deku, he out on the town, he is wearing the helmet and he is flying over the people. People are looking up. They're like, "Whoa, what is that? Is that a pro hero? I've never seen him before." And people are just amazed by this. Cops are like, "Wait, that's no pro hero. Or is it? I don't know." And they're so confused. Like, even the pro heroes are confused. And then when a villain breaks out, Deku, he uses the helm and he's kind of able to see Fate. He has no emotions, but he's able to just quickly go over to the scene and quickly just appear. Really, he's able to subdue the villain by casing him in a force field, and then lifting him above all the people, and then Deku, aka Dr. Fate, says this: "Stop what you are doing, or I drop you." And everyone is like, just wait, what? Is this guy a villain or a hero? And I'd say the heroes are like down there. They're just like, whoa, what? Well, we can't reach him. And they're just they're dealing with this. They're having to deal with such a powerful person. And I'm gonna say that Deku, he how do I put it? He kind of like, I would say, drops him, but then has an energy field below that's kind of hidden, support him. As soon as he falls, he's like suspended, and it's like, okay, I'll stop, I surrender. Get me away from that dude. And now here's the thing, Deku, he's appearing much taller. He's using a type of he's making it look like his body's more matured. And people are like, what should we call this guy? And Deku, he just says, call me Fate. And yeah, everyone is just amazed by how this person looks. They're amazed by what he's doing. And what instantly happens is this: Deku flies off. Well, I wouldn't say he flies off. He disappears within his cloak, his golden cloak, and people just disappears. So I would say every villain is like, what the hell is going on? Because there's like an uproar in who this person is. They don't know what his quirk is. They don't know what it can be. And they're thinking it's got to be with something to do with how all the quirkless are getting powers, and there's no such thing as quirkless anymore. Which, if you ask me, is awesome. So people are like, oh my god, I want to have like powers. I wonder what my powers are. And people are just thinking like, it's got to be something cool. And I'm going to say that a few people learn how to do magic. They think it's a quirk, but it's actually magic. Like lightning spells, stuff like that. Some minor stuff. Now, yeah, that's basically about it. But yeah, people are amazed by all this, and they just don't know what to think of it. It's an anomaly and amazing at the same time. I'd say right around when the sledge villain attack happens, it doesn't even bother Deku. Like, I'm gonna say All Might's in his prime, and he would still have a hard time because I think he would go easy on it. But Deku, I would say he kind of just has him plastered around. Like, he would just wave his fingers in a circle really fast, and the whole sledgehammer would just be splattered, like pretty much pushed into the wall and floor, unable to move. And Deku would just vanish. And that's it. Like, that's the fight. And then when All Might comes over, he sees the villain stopped, and it's like, what in the world just happened? And then drops down. And All Might just punches it and takes him out, and yeah. The reason why I'm having it that All Might's in his prime still, it's because All For One, he's kind of in hiding here, because there's someone that can reappear and like just disappear. they don't know how it works, and satellite feed that he's used by the government because he has connections. Like if you have that much freaking like resources, you gotta have connections. So I'm gonna say that like cameras and like satellite footage, they didn't see him reappear anywhere, so they don't know what his power is. So that's kind of like put a lot of crime on the low. Everybody's lying low, and even the sludge villain like took a big risk. So yeah, Deku he does like a few patrols, and villains like they can't touch him. They just can't. He stops them from doing anything, shooting fire from his hands, preventing anyone from getting close to him. Even using telekinesis and stopping time and just punching them out of into like rocks and stuff like that. Just completely and utterly destroying them. But yeah, no one really messes with fate. So yeah, that's the end of part 1. I know it's short, but still, you gotta take into consideration what I'm gonna do next with this, because I'm making it short for a reason. And this is gonna be the last new What If for the time being. I am going to be doing I am going to be ending a bunch of What Ifs in a one-go swoop, and you're going to enjoy that. So the reason why I'm doing that is because it's actually there's a lot of What Ifs, and I don't know if I'm going to remember all of them, but I'll try and get to them to a certain point where I can end them. And you're going to enjoy them. You're definitely going to enjoy them. So I hope all of you have a good day and a good night. So peace out and have a good one.